Okay, our environment, part two, plants and animals. So we have lots of plants and animals in our environment. Even in the city, people have dogs and cats and birds. And then there are wild animals that come into the city. Some of the birds are coming back now and building nests. Lots of insects. I've noticed today that in our fruit trees, there are a lot of honeybees. So they're coming and going, and different kinds of animals. Our neighbors have pets, cats and dogs. Some of our neighbors have cows and chickens and pigs and goats. So those are all domestic animals or domesticated animals. There are some wild animals I've seen in town as well. A hedgehog was living at our house last summer. It was under some things. And there are other wild animals that come and go, I think, at night. I've seen a few. But it's important to protect the animals, to protect their environment, I think. It's very good for us as humans to have animals. We can have them as pets or as helpers. Sometimes we just enjoy them, like they're friends or something. Play with them, take them for walks, or they can be good companions to make us feel like we're not alone. So that's a good thing about them. So how do we protect them? What can we do to protect them? I think that one of the things we need to do is to recognize that they're there first, and that we affect them by our choices. So we can choose not to pollute the environment. We can choose to be careful where we build homes or cities or roads. We can choose what kinds of vehicles we drive so that they have less of an impact, or whether we drive at all. Maybe we walk or ride bikes if we can, so that we're not polluting or harming the environment. I think that we need to also protect them from being overhunted, not let them be killed when they shouldn't be, to make sure that there's a healthy population. So, meaning that there's enough of them that they're not endangered. I think that those things are all important when we talk about protecting the environment, protecting animals. We also need to be worried or concerned about plants and protecting them. Even thinking about the virus that we have today, many of our medicines come from different types of plants. Some of them we maybe haven't discovered medicines yet that are out there in plants. And so it's good to protect those. It can be good for us. Plus, the plants can clean our air, and many of them are just beautiful, and they can make us feel good just to see them and to be around them. The weather's been beautiful lately, but I think we need some rain. It's getting very dry. So, but I think we have to also be concerned about the weather and how we can impact the weather as we're creating greenhouse gases that make the planet get warmer. It affects the weather. So we don't want to have droughts, which would be when it doesn't rain for a long time and things get very dry, and then it's difficult to grow food, and it's difficult for animals to live. It's difficult for people to find water in that situation. So we need to be concerned about the weather. And there's different kinds of weather. This is sunny weather today. Sometimes we have rainy weather, snowy weather. Sometimes it's cloudy. Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes it's hot weather. I prefer the weather that we're having now. It's my favorite. It's not too hot. It's not cold. It's sunny. I like to be outside in it, and I think it's my favorite time of the year when the weather is like this. So I think that's all I have to say about our environment.